From Playground Poker Club in Kanawaki, Quebec, this is Poker Night in America. What's up, guys, and welcome to Poker Night Presents Party Poker Live at the Playground Poker Club in Montreal. I'm Doug Polk. That's right, my name is just 2 syllables, efficiency. GTO name. Antonio Esfandiari is our big winner so far today, up 71,000. A couple other small winners here, Lauren Roberts and Jeff Gross. And Rob Yong is down the most, $86,000, but looking to make a change.
For Lauren or no?
Miss Lauren, do you straddle?
Lauren
Yes.
taking a quick nap before realizing it's her straddle. You don't want to miss your straddle, guys. Poker Night is brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal.
Call.
Jeff Gross limping into the pot with 9s in the button. Again, I'd like to see him raise it up. Price these guys out. Build the pot. You've got position. You've got pocket 9s, man.
Calling is the thing to do then.
Call.
Krpan calls ace-10 suited. Roberts calls king-queen. Trickett called 10-6 suited as well. And Esfandiari in the big blind has ace-5 off.
Check.
He will check.
5 players.
It's almost our first family. We're missing Rob.
Family pot.
No Rob though.
All right.
I guess
I
it
miss
counts.
Rob.
It still counts.
I know, I missed him already. Where is he?
We've got no commentary.
7-5-5. Big flop for Antonio, flopping trips with the best possible kicker.
Check.
900.
And Jeff Gross is going to start off with a bet here on the flop. These spots can get tricky, although he does bet extremely small, giving himself some room to play some post-flop. Krpan calls, backdoor flush draw, why not? It's just a small bet. And now Antonio has to decide whether to trap or fast play.
Raise.
Bumps up to 6,000.
5,900.
And now Jeff has a kind of ugly spot. Antonio is saying that he has a 5 or a bluff.
Call.
Jeff will make that call. Krpan gets out of the way, and we are heads up.
Merci.
Heads up.
I love heads up. 3 on the turn, not a good card for Jeff Gross. If Antonio was semi-bluffing the flop with 6-4, he got there on the turn, has made it straight.
Bet. 14,300.
Antonio continues the aggression on the turn. And frankly, if I'm Jeff Gross, I've got to consider laying this down.
Call.
Jeff going nowhere, though. Dead 2 and 9. Let's see if the flow show can get something going here. Close, but no cigar. Now, Antonio still has 3 of a kind with the best kicker, but just in case that wasn't enough for him, he's got the ace of clubs as well, which means Jeff Gross could not have made the nut flush. Now, I know these two guys are good friends, but even against your best buddy, business is business, and sometimes you gotta open shop.
29,200.
Jeff can have so many better hands here. I think he has a pretty clear fold. It's tough laying it down when you flop an overpair.
This is where it hurts, you know.
But you gotta know when to let it go.
6-8, 6-4, or a 5.
Call.
Take a look. No?
Put up. Trips.
I did it again. All right, I'll do.
No, you can't.
Triple straddle. 1,600.
Let's let PBF.
Fold.
I can't do it. You can't straddle, right? 16's the max. Not that I would, but just so I know the rules are.
Once again, we have an action-packed straddled hand.
Ooh, my
Raise.
man.
8,000.
That is my man. I like that guy.
Yong looks down at ace-jack, bumps it up. Krpan makes a big fold with king-jack like it's nothing. And he was dominated. Nice to get out of the way.
Thank you.
Antonio defends his straddle with honor
Heads up.
and 10-8 off. Interesting board. Both players catch a small piece. Antonio has middle pair, and Yong has a gutter to the nuts.
Bet 15,000.
Big flop bet here from Yong, 15,000 into a pot of around 17 or 18,000. This hefty wager will probably get called, but he's setting up an ability to go the distance that might get Antonio off of a lot of his hands. Unless, of course, you turn the nuts. Now Antonio can't feel good about the situation. A 10's pretty weak on this board. He might have a few weaker hands like the nut flush draw, but it's one of his worst holdings. By check calling here, Yong gives Antonio room to bluff. And look, if you're ever playing with Antonio, give him room to bluff. Nine on the river might kill the action.
Check.
Antonio was really hoping for a river like the three of hearts, where he could represent a flush as well as a straight,
Check.
and his opponent wasn't too likely to have either of those hands.
Straight.
Ace-Jack will take it down. Antonio Esfandiari does not bite the bait on the river. When we come back, you will not believe what happens. Hashtag clickbait, hashtag stick around. Welcome back to Poker Night Presents Party Poker Live at the Playground Poker Club in Montreal. We're still six-handed and three-hatted here. Back down to the micro stakes, $100 and $200 blinds with $300 ante.
Raise.
Raise 1,000. Fold.
We have a raise from Sam Trickett with the ace-deuce off, and a call from Roberts with 9-8 suited.
Should we kick it up to 1-2-4 for the last hour and a half?
I have no objections.
I would love to.
Both players pair the flop, but Roberts in the lead with top pair.
You got me?
That means you have to put 4 in, yeah?
12.
What?
That means you have to put 4 in though.
And she's going to go ahead and take the betting lead.
That was the 16 you just won. The big pot on, you know that, right?
You put
The
4 in,
16.
yeah? Oh yeah, you put a 16 in.
Yeah. Many, many times.
Trickett's not buying it and pumps it up to $6,000. If he gets a fold, it's good because no matter what hand Lauren has, she has a lot of equity. And if she calls, he still has some ways to win the pot. Jack on the turn's actually a pretty good card for Roberts because now she has a gut shot straight draw to go along with her pair. If I'm in Trickett's shoes, I've got to be pretty afraid of that card, and I'd probably slow down here. Trickett likes to live life in the fast lane, firing again. I do not imagine this is going to work,
Yeah.
but maybe he's looking to go the distance, and she makes the call.
Yeah, they run a game on there on Twitch a lot. They have a steady game there. Like
4 on the river changes nothing. Roberts checks one more time over to Trickett. Is he going to go for the glory? Now Roberts realizes that she's behind a lot of hands like 10-9 or 6-5. But it's possible Sam has a trick up his sleeve. Big fold there on the river with a flop top pair, and the bluff will take it down.
Nice hand, nice bet. Sam.
Tricky.
We have another straddled pot.
Burning Man buddy.
Yong makes it 400, Trickett makes it 800. The real question we're all wondering, why was Doug not invited to this game? I'm free all the time, everyone. We gotta talk to production.
Check flop as well. Check flop as well, didn't you? With your ace.
Yeah, that's why I never bet. I was like,
Call. Fold.
Wasn't trapping.
I had a lovely hand actually. I was loving my hand before the flop.
Fold.
Didn't really like the flop.
Anyway, back to the hand. Krpan raising it up with king, queen. Roberts calling with ace, jack. Yong skadoodles, as does Trickett. Heads up to the flop.
We'll call that.
You know, I'm not much of a hat guy, but I'm thinking that might change.
She thought he was bluffing, yeah?
Of course. Well, I mean,
King 10-5, Krpan flops top pair. Roberts flops to go to the nuts with the backdoor and a flush draw. We should be seeing a little bit of action.
Right, raise there. he's got like a.
Krpan bets 4,000, and Roberts makes the call. She could raise, maybe put a little pressure on, but call works just fine.
Imagine if he's bluffing with 2 pairs.
Roberts hits the straight in the turn and also picks up the royal flush draw. If a jack of clubs comes on the river, I don't think she's going to lose the pot. Now, Krpan does have top 2, so even though she has the straight, she will lose if this river is a king or a queen. So she's going to have to dodge a couple of cards, but she's in great shape now to win the pot. This is going to get expensive for Krpan quick unless he can find his way into a full house.
Raise 22,000.
Once Krpan faces this raise from Roberts, he knows he's in a pretty tough spot. If the river comes an ace, jack, or 9, his hand will be a lot worse. If it's a club, his hand becomes almost worthless, so he's got a tough decision to make here out of position. When facing this raise, generally speaking, you're going to have to call and look to evaluate. But Krpan's got other ideas moving in on the turn, but there's no way this is going to get through.
Against Antonio. That was a big one. That was a 100K pot.
Roberts is going to take her time here, but ultimately she's going to have to call. She could be up against ace-jack as well and be free-rolling. She could maybe be up against a set and be ahead. And even if your opponent shows you a flush, well, that's not great, but you can still win if the river comes another club.
It's like, is it like 70 or something?
Good player as well.
I think I figured out.
He's bluffing a lot.
60,
He does
70
well,
or something
but
like that.
it's annoying when they flop every time.
All right, I guess I have to call you. I'd like to run it once or twice. Whatever you want.
Make a call?
Yes, I call.
Call.
Once or twice. You pick.
You pick.
Once.
Running it once. Okay, leaving it all on the line.
Good luck, guys.
Also, can you really pass on the chance to hit that royal?
That was good.
Krpan seems thrilled.
Thank you.
Good hand, darling.
Welcome back to Poker Night Presents here in Montreal, where Sam Trickett has double straddled to kick things off. Poker Night is brought to you by Sit and Go 2.0. Go to sitandgo20.net and claim a free Sit and Go 2.0 strategy ebook.
I could have lost a lot of money in that one.
You'd probably won the pot.
Hey?
800?
You probably barreled it.
Roberts will call into the pot with pocket sixes on the conservative side here.
Fold. Rub.
Is this mine?
Yep.
How much is it? 8.
Call. Option.
Yong will call with 4-3 off.
Raise.
Trickett's got other things in mind, though, and he makes it 4,800 to go here in the largest straddle.
Call.
Good opportunity for Roberts to call and play some poker. But Yong has no way to get into the pot with a hand that bad.
I'm doing my part, Sam, to help get you even.
Yeah.
Heads up. Check her back.
4 deuce deuce. Actually a strong flop for sixes despite not flopping a 6. You don't have an overpair with sixes too much, so you have to be happy when that does happen. Pretty good flop as well for Trickett to take a stab at. Unless Roberts had a pair she played conservatively pre-flop, she's mainly going to have overcards to the board. With pocket sixes, though, Roberts is going to at least see the turn, but I could see her calling more streets than that. In fact, Roberts feels so good about this situation, she's making it 15,000 to go. Unfortunately for Trickett, his stop should be here, but he's going nowhere, and I don't even know what he's doing at this point.
I guess you're pretending you have a 2.
I mean, I get trying to play some poker.
I do too.
He's so
I do
good.
too. He is good.
Trickett is good.
He's good.
What's it like to be good, Trickett?
He is good.
He's good.
His banter. He's got the accent, the whole thing, the pack. Good skin complexion.
Yep, he was pretending you had a 2.
Yeah. I have a pair.
You have a pair.
Yes.
You have a full?
No, I mean, I'm not in the
full.
interest of goodwill.
We both have a pair of 2s.
That's all true.
Oh my God, you have quads? Damn it.
Only Francois can make quads. Let's be honest. There's the only guy I know that can make quads. I've never seen it. Francois is the guy. Francois over in the corner in his 10K just.
This is a tough one. This is honestly tough for Lauren because there are possibly some bluffs. I mean, if your opponent's gonna float king 7 on the flop, he could have anything.
I don't know. It feels like you have a king or a queen in your hand.
Right on the money.
Can't really call.
Fold.
You pick one card.
On point there, Lauren.
That one.
All right.
one?
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
Do you have aces?
7 of spades, not what you want to see.
Good job.
I had the best hand.
400 to fold.
Roberts trials this pot to $400. Action folds to Yong on the button, opening up with 9 deuce suited to a big sized raise, 3,000 to go. Rob enjoys playing his buttons, that's for sure.
Raise to 12,000.
Trickett with his lucky hand, king 7 suited, back in the mix. Look, I always say, if you get a hot streak with a hand, you gotta ride it out. Roberts lets the big blind go. Back over to Yong, going nowhere with the 9 deuce suited.
Call. Heads up.
King Jack deuce, both players flop pairs. Trickett with top pair, Yong with bottom. Trickett bets 11,000 on the flop, and you're not happy if you're Yong, but you're still likely gonna have to call. You could improve to 2 pair of trips on a 9 or a deuce. You might be ahead, you might give up. You likely just have to see the turn.
Call.
There she is, the 9 of clubs. And it's an especially juicy turn because Trickett also has the flush draw to go along with it.
Check.
You just can't make this stuff up. I like Trickett's check here on the turn. Playing some pot control. If he bets and gets raised, it can get out of hand. It's a nice check call hand and look to play some rivers.
Bet 16,000.
For Yong, clear bet, 2 pair, very likely ahead. Get some value, set yourself up for some good river situations. Now there are gonna be some bad rivers here for Yong, a lot of them actually. However, this is one of the best rivers in the deck, other than hitting a boat. He now can be very certain his 2 pair is good. And if Trickett does have a hand like a king or queens, or maybe even a jack, he might pay him off if he bets around 30, 40,000.
Bet 26,000.
Oh my God.
1 pair.
What do you say?
That was the most
It's just how he said it, yeah.
He was so miserable. He said, what do you got? And he was so miserable. He said 1 pair, but the way he said it, like,
What's that?
This is a very close and tough spot for Sam. I could see him going either way, and I couldn't fault a call. But he makes a disciplined laydown.
This is why I'm embarrassed, yeah?
2 pairs somehow?
yeah.
2 pair?
So that's why I'm embarrassed. I just had a plan and like,
That's got to be one of the larger pots won with 9 deuce in televised poker history. It's just a hard hand to play, but incredibly fun to watch. Stick around and we'll wrap things up when we return. Hello and welcome back to Poker Night Presents Party Poker Live at Playground Poker Club. Our final results on the day, Rob Yong's our big winner, up 87,000. Lauren Roberts had a swingy session, ends up down very small, and John Krpan ends up down over $100,000. Next time from here at the Playground Poker Club, we're back to regular high stakes. Rob Yong decides to stick around and keep punishing, while John Duthie has had better days in his life, and we welcome recent Macau main event champion Elliott Smith. If you want more Poker Night, you can find us on social media, including Twitch and YouTube, where you can find full-length episodes, live streams, and exclusive content. Also, don't forget to download our free poker app. You and your friends can have your very own poker night, as well as a chance to win a seat in our show. Search for us in your app store and download it today. For everyone here at Poker Night, I'm Doug Polk.
I put you on ace king, then a king came, and then I changed the plan and put you on ace queen.
That was one of the greatest lines at a poker table. I'm going to use that.
Poker Night in America is brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal and Sit and Go 2.0.